Good morning, everyone, and I hope this video finds you well. Nairobi is fine, and I am okay. This morning, I want to talk about something touching on Ruto's visit to Western Kenya, specifically Kakamega County. In my last video, one of my last videos, I talked about the ongoing war between the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Musalia Mudavadi, and the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. And one of the reasons that I gave to be contributing to this war was the Western factor in Ruto's government. If you remember very well, in the August 2022 general elections, Western Kenya voted unanimously for Raila Amolo Odinga against William Samoei Ruto. That means that Western Kenya was Raila's stronghold. And if I look at the IBC statistics, Western Kenya had a total of 2.61 million votes. And Kakamega as a county had a total of 844,709 registered voters. And among these, 357,857 voted for Raila Amolo Odinga, that is 71.04%, and 141,166 voted for William Samoei Ruto, translating to 28.02%. If I look at the 5 western counties, only Bungoma voted for William Samoei Ruto against Raila Amolo Odinga. In Bungoma, William Ruto got 255,906 votes, translating to 63.16%, while Raila Amolo Odinga got 145,280, translating to 35.86%. Now, I know most people will see Ruto's visit to Western Kenya and Kakamega County, to be specific, as an attempt to invade Raila's stronghold and an attempt by the current president, William Samoei Ruto, to court Western region for 2027 general elections. Some may argue that William Ruto is trying to solidify Western Kenya behind his 2027 presidential bid, which is true. To me, as an individual with an open mind, that is very correct. William Ruto's visit to Kakamega County, one of the primary reasons is to court Western region into supporting his presidential bid in 2027. This, however, does not mean that William Ruto is breaking ranks with the central region. He is just widening his political branches. But in my view, this Kakamega visit is more than extending political branches to the Western region. To me, I believe William Ruto is trying to introduce the Cleophas Malala factor in Western politics. Why am I talking about Cleophas Malala? Cleophas Malala was a gubernatorial candidate in Kakamega County. He vied against Fernandez Baraza of ODM. However, he was not lucky because Fernandez Baraza beat him. It was a very tight race. Fernandez Baraza won the gubernatorial, the governor race with 192,768 votes against Cleophas 159,275. So you can see it was somehow a difference of around 30 something thousand votes. Cleophas Malala, while contesting for the governor seat in Kakamega County, vied on an ANC ticket. He vied on an ANC ticket. After losing, Cleophas Malala was appointed in Kenya Kwanza's fold as the Secretary General of UDA. And you know UDA is Ruto's party. Now Cleophas Malala ditched ANC and assumed office as the Secretary General of UDA. Now, in the first instant, Ruto's decision to allow Cleophas Malala or to appoint Cleophas Malala to be the UDA Secretary General, which is a very powerful position in a party, was in a way trying to sabotage Musalia Mudavadi's influence in Western region. Musalia Mudavadi has been always the front runner in Western politics. I might say that Musalia Mudavadi is the Western kingpin. But Ruto's strategy of introducing Cleo Malala, who is UDA's Secretary General, is showing signs of making Cleo Malala the Western kingpin, in my view. I believe Ruto is trying to tell Western Kenya that enough is enough with Musalia Mudavadi. He is trying to tell Western Kenya that it is time to introduce a youth, a new blood in the region's politics. Now, Cleo Malala is playing a very influential role currently in Kenya Kwanza government and specifically in UDA party. And Ruto's visit in Kakamega is going to stamp authority to show the Western region dwellers that Cleo Malala is, I can say, a force not to be reckoned with. But at the same time, Ruto's visit in Kakamega County has a very considerable impact on the internal issues of the Western region. Remember, the Western region is home to very powerful people in the current government. We have Moses Wetangula, who is also coming from Bungoma County, one of the counties in Western, is the party leader of Ford Kenya and the current speaker to the National Assembly. We have Musalia Mudavadi, who is from Vihiga County and the party leader to ANC and currently the Prime Cabinet Secretary. We have Cleo Malala, who is at the center of this video or this analysis. Cleo Malala is currently the UDA Secretary General. We have, lastly but not least, Boni Alwale, who is the current Kakamega Senator and the majority whip in Senate. Now, these four individuals are at the center of Western politics, and Ruto's visit in the region will show how powerful these four individuals are. And in my view, at the national level, Musalia Mudavadi, the ANC leader and the Prime Cabinet Secretary, is at the top. At the national level, Musalia Mudavadi, the ANC leader and the current Prime Cabinet Secretary, is ranked top. But in the Western region, I believe that William Ruto is trying to make Cleophas Malala, the current UDA Secretary General, the deal. Is trying to show, and during this meeting, I believe Ruto is going to tell the Western region that Cleo Malala is a very influential figure in the region's politics. That is my view. And I have affirmed that Ruto's visit in Kakamega region is not coincidental. It is a strategy to introduce UDA party in Western region. And at the top of UDA party is Cleophas Malala, who is the Secretary General. Now, I believe that while introducing UDA party, William Ruto is going to emphasize the role of Cleo Malala as the party's Secretary General in solidifying support for the government, the current government, and the government in 2027, which, if I am not wrong, will be Kenya Kwanza. Now, that is my view. I have opined that William Ruto's visit in Kakamega region, which is one of the counties in Western, is not all about quoting the Western region to support him in 2027, but it involves introducing UDA as a party and Cleophas Malala at the center of UDA politics in Western region. I must also not ignore, I cannot overlook the influence of Moses Wetangula in Ruto's politics or Ruto's government, because you remember Moses Wetangula, who hails from Bugomba, was the only Western leader who I can say garnered unanimous support for the Kenya Kwanza government. Now, that is my take on Ruto's visit to Kakamega. It is all about introducing UDA, which has a very significantly small support in Western region, and Cleo Malala as a key figure in Western politics. I don't know your view. Share your views about Ruto's visit in Kakamega to Kakamega and the Western region as a whole in the comment section, and share this video, and most importantly, subscribe. Thank you and have a very good Sunday.